Blessings, one and all, and welcome to Mystic Paranormal. I'm Paul James Caden. In this ITC session, I'm going to be running the SP7 Spirit Box app by Scottish Paranormal through the Honeytone portal. So this particular app was featured on a Discovery Plus series called Haunted Ireland, and it supposedly got some good results out in the field in haunted locations. And what this app does is it does use sound banks, 4 of them you can see right here and by the colored lines. It's the English language chopped up into bits and ran in reverse, so if you get a positive word that you can hear, you're not going to get a lot of false positives. I used to not be a fan of the sound banks, but I actually have some apps that I've gotten really good results with, especially with those that chop up the human language or the English language and run it in reverse, or even other languages like Spanish. I think I have an app that uses like ancient like Sanskrit or some such thing that they like chopped up and ran it in reverse. And when you get actual responses with that, it's pretty hard to debunk. So you turn this app on by pressing, these little circles over here. You adjust the scanning speed by sliding these bars. This app did cost me $7.99 in the Google Play Store. If you get it and turn it on, the bars are going to be way down here, pretty much off. And it's going to scan really quickly, just a lot of gibberish. You have to adjust to the speed you want. I like it between the S and the E of research, and that seems to be a comfortable scanning speed for me. So when I got this app a few days ago, I was playing around with it as I usually do before I do an actual session, and there were some pretty clear words that came through. I was impressed, so I was eager to hook it up to the Honeywell and see what would come through. And hopefully lightning will strike twice and we'll get some good responses here today. I'm going to be focusing on the topic of asking spirit about this notion of this physical world, planet Earth, being like a purgatory, or maybe like a hell realm, or some people would say it's like a prison planet. I used to have that idea in my mind years ago before I even knew what Gnosticism was, and I myself am not a Gnostic, and I don't subscribe to all of the images and ideas that they have in the Gnostic Gospels. But the more I observe, the more I look at this world, the things people do, our institutions, our religions, all so corrupt and violent and dark, it does make you think. Are people, or I should say, are a lot of people just that lost and dark in their own minds and hearts, or is this place designed this way? And it's been a question that I've been thinking about more and more in my personal life. So I want to, ask Spirit and see exactly what they will say, if anything, to give more clarification on this idea that, do we live on a prison planet of some sort? And is that why there are some souls that won't cross over? They won't go into the light. Maybe they know there's something or someone there that's going to send them back here to this, whatever it is. Now, I'm not 100% sold on that idea. I used to be 100% against it. But again, the more I observe, the more I see, the more I look at our institutions and our religions, I say to myself, something's amiss here. So let me shut up and turn on the app and the Honeytone and see what comes through from Spirit. Again, hopefully we'll get some good responses with this app today. Are there any spirits nearby who would like to communicate with me or could communicate with me through this app? If so, how many of you are there around me right now? Could you tell me your names, please? My name is Paul. I come in peace, love, and light. Could you tell me who you are? I thought I heard a very clear Jacob and Vinny in there. I wanted to ask you, good spirits, today, because I know there are some of you who don't go into the light and you avoid the light for a reason. Do you avoid the light because there's something or someone in the light that tries to send you back here to this world? And are you avoiding being sent back here because you know this world is like a prison of some sort for souls? Is that true? Is planet Earth a purgatory or a prison for certain souls that negative entities feed on? I thought I heard someone say eat and someone say no. I want to address those responses and ask first, are there negative entities that created this physical world who feed on our fear, our pain, and our negativity? And if this is true, who and what are those entities that feed on the negativity of this world? And did they create this world, or do they simply infiltrate and invade it? Which one is it? Create or infiltrate? Now to the voice that said no, this is not a prison planet or a purgatory. Are some people just that negative and evil that they keep causing this chaos over and over again in this world? And are those evil and dark people motivated by dark entities, negative entities? Who created this world? The true divine creator, God, or something or someone else? Who created it? Again, who created this physical world? The true divine creator or something else? It sounded like there was someone said devil and God. So which one is it? Who created this physical world that we now dwell in? Do you know the answer to that? Somebody said devil again. If this is a purgatory or a prison planet, is there a way that we can escape? It is my understanding that these beings would trick us into coming back here, trick us into thinking they're the true God, and they trap us and make us afraid. Is that true? A lot of Vinny coming through. Does Vinny have something to say? So again, is there any truth to the idea that this world is a purgatory or a prison planet? Is there any truth to this claim? Or do we just live in a world that we choose to abuse and abuse one another? In closing, what else can you tell me about this idea of this being a prison planet or a purgatory? Anything else you can tell me about this would be appreciated. Well, I thank any and all spirits who may have left a word or a message here during this session. I very much appreciate it, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye for now. Alright, so that was the session with the SP7 Spirit Box app by Scottish Paranormal. I did hear a couple of names and answers come through, so I'm going to go back and transcribe all of this and see if there's anything that I missed. Many times there's words we don't hear when we're listening with the naked ear, and that's why I would ask all of you listening to please wear headphones. You know, when we do paranormal research or any kind of ITC work, we have to wear stereo headphones to hear any subtle words or words that came through we may have missed when we're transcribing or listening for EVPs. So it would be very wise for all of you listening to also do the same, rather than just turning it on your phone or your tablet or your TV, because there may be words there that you're not hearing and it just sounds like gibberish and people say, well, I didn't hear anything. well, many times it's best to use headphones, but then it becomes crystal clear. So please do wear headphones when listening or stereo earbuds. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you in the next session. God bless.